What's going on, guys? Sir Juice Manga here, and today we got a unboxing of all the manga I bought from Amazon. Um, the series that I know about and I've read, I'll speak a little bit on it. But a lot of these are a lot of volume ones. I am that guy, but the purpose of me buying all the volumes is to read them and then also buy more. That's the whole point. If I'm into something, I'm going to get it regardless if it's the first volume and not the first three or the first four, whatever. You know, I like to have a wide variety. To me, there seems like no point of buying just like one or two stories and then that's it until I finish buying the entire one. So, without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. So first up on the list is Attack on Titan Volume 2. I read the first one. I explained a little bit of my feelings towards the first volume, and I'm excited to see if there's any differences in the second one. Alright. Now, next book in line is The Promised Neverland, Volume 1. Heard a lot about it from other manga tubers. They said they really enjoyed it. I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about it, though. So, and I haven't read a manga that I haven't liked yet, so I'm excited for this one. A little bit different than what I'm used to, so I'm excited to read this one. Okay. Now the next one, I was afraid to buy because of the price tag. Is usually a $20 omnibus or collector's edition, but I'm a huge fan of it, or the franchise in general, so I took the chance and found it on Amazon for cheaper, and that is the Pokemon Adventures Volume 1. I'm very excited to read this. This is a chunky ass book. You see them in stores, but because of the price tag, I don't pick it up or flip through it because I want to, keep everything, I guess, non-spoiled for me. So I'm excited to get into this. I'm excited to not see like the Ash Ketchum perspective of Pokemon, and more of a red, gold, silver, green, whoever they have going on in the main story. So I'm excited to get into this one. Okay, those were like the little paper bag things I grabbed. So now for the big old box. Okay. Now, One Piece Volume 4. Looks like the beginning stories of them introducing Usopp into the story. I'm like 186 episodes deep into the anime. So I know this entire episode, entire arc, so basically it's more just like nostalgia or just wanting to collect the entire series and read through it to see if there's any like missing details from the manga that's not in the anime type deal. So, and just for the art in general, I've never seen Oda's work as far as like drawing and stuff like that, so I'm super excited for this. Okay. Next is another first volume buy, and that is Demon Slayer. I've never watched any Demon Slayer anime or any of the movies or something like that. Never spoiled it for myself, so I'm super excited to get into this one. Also, if you need to find cheaper manga, Amazon's most definitely your choice to go. I think I got this volume for like $6.70 USD. As you can see there, that $12 price tag, I basically got it for 50% off, and it's brand new. Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 2. It's going to be my third volume of Jujutsu Kaisen. In my July manga haul, I explained how I read Volume 0, and I really enjoyed that. And I've read Volume 1, but according to the videos, you guys don't know I have that yet because I haven't showed it off, but I do. So I'm super excited to read number 2 and continue with the story. Okay. Another first time book. Windbreaker. Saw the cover in stores and I was just like, I need to have this. I think I heard people, like one manga tuber, talk about it in a video, and that was kind of like all I needed. He said something very positive about the series, and then, I mean, the covers are just dope, and then, you know, art is just fantastic, so I had to pick it up. Alright. Next is this big old dude, and I know it's out of, you know, the second volume, but I ordered the first one too. It's just the second one came in earlier. So, Death Note, Black Edition, Volume 2. I love Death Note. It's probably one of the best animes I've ever watched. One of the best, like, storytelling animes I've ever watched. So I'm super excited for the manga. Spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched Death Note yet, skip like 10 or 20 seconds, whatever. Ending sucks. I'm fine that Light died, but I wish they would have done it sooner. I rather had L take out Light than the other two random kids. I thought that was very stupid. But besides from that, Death Note's fantastic, so I can't wait to, like, you know, mix my reading in with Death Note. I'm super excited for this. Okay. Next is, I had to get this one. If you guys watch Boogie Snacks, he got me. He hooked me on trying to, like, read this series and everything like that. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Since I just started reading manga, I don't really understand the whole Slice of Life series, or, you know, I understand the romance series and everything, but, you know, my mom always watched, like, what are they called? Soap operas when I was little, so shows like Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful hold a small little special place in my heart, so little romance things like this, you know, I tend to fall for. And Boogie Snacks, shout out to him, explained this manga so well, I had to pick it up and try it for myself. And also, I don't want to show you my collection, but I found this 2016, like, Jump magazine with, like, the first couple chapters of My Hero, One Punch Man, and Black Clover. I thought that was really cool. I found it in, like, an old shoebox in my garage. So, I'm just going to show that off in a video. Super cool. But next is Volume 5 of My Hero Academia. That cover is so fucking sick. And I've really enjoyed reading the manga over watching it so far. So I'm super excited to read this one, for sure. Okay. 2 more left. And Black Torch, Volume 2. I have Volume 1. Haven't read it yet, but I understand it was canceled. But I like how it's a shorter, like, series, and I don't have to order a bunch of manga or volumes to enjoy, like, from what I've heard, a pretty decent story. So I'm very excited for this one, and I love the colorways. The spines on these books are, in my opinion, pretty damn dope. So I have no much opinion on it, but Black Torch is something I'm excited to start reading. Now, for this next book, everyone had something to say about it. Whether it was gross, whether it was weird, whether they didn't understand it, or why is it a thing? And then I heard also other great things that, oh, it's so good, it's so deep, has a great story. I don't know what they're talking about. The entire book, the first volume, was a 10 out of 10. Was it weird? Sure. But what other manga series isn't weird in their own perspective? Fire Punch Volume 2, that cover is just dope as hell. Okay, the main character, awesome. Great revenge story in the beginning. And then that weird, spoiler alert, sorry, but that weird dog thing at the end freaks me out. But then Sun, oh, he's just like a funny little fucking gimmick, and it's fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about this volume or this story so far, so I'm super excited to get into this. And yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for the glare on the face there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. See you next time.